The Rules of Wealth Part 4. Don't just learn to earn money, learn to manage it too. In the silence of the night, the same boy was sitting in front of his diary again. In Part 1 he changed his beliefs. In Part 2 he understood value and compounding. And in Part 3, he wrote down his real financial condition for the first time without lying to himself. Now the numbers were clear in front of him. How much the income is, how much the debt is, where the savings are, and which skill needs work. But as soon as the picture became clear, a new fear appeared in front of him. If money starts coming, will it even stay? Or will lifestyle, show off, impulsive spending and wrong decisions take him back into that same old circle again? The fear begins right here. Many people get into the race of earning money, but they do not learn the rules of selling, saving, emergency and enough, and then growth stops. The curiosity is, where does the real test begin after building wealth? Does money grow only by earning, or is giving it the right direction equally important? Richard Templar now shows us a new door. If one wants to become rich, they have to understand the art of selling, because money always comes from some exchange or the other. You can sell your product, you can sell your service, you can sell your skill, you can sell your time, or you can sell your idea. Wealth is built by understanding this very exchange. Selling is not just the job of a salesman standing in a showroom. Today, teachers, designers, consultants, influencers, freelancers, coders, writers, and entrepreneurs all are selling in some form or the other. In Part 3, we spoke about building a skill. But a skill does not become income until the world finds out what value you can give. Many talented people are left behind only because they misunderstand selling. They feel that selling means putting on pressure, lying, or deceiving someone. But real selling is not deceit. Real selling is connecting the right solution to the right problem of the right person. In this, trust, clarity, and honesty are the most important. If you have a good skill, but you are not able to explain it, then the market can ignore you. The talent will remain hidden, and the income will remain limited. That is why selling is a skill of communication. You tell the other person what their problem is, what your solution is, and how their life will practically become better with it. A doctor also sells, but they sell trust, not medicine. A teacher sells clarity, not a course. A designer sells a brand's identity, not a logo. A businessman does not just sell goods. He sells convenience, reliability, after-sales support, and peace of mind. This very invisible value slowly becomes visible income. Richard Branson's example shows this very thing in an interesting way. The Virgin brand was not just an airline or a business name, it was also an image of fun, adventure, and boldness. When Branson used to make headlines with public stunts and balloon adventures, he was not just doing adventure. He was selling the brand personality to the world. The lesson here is not that everyone should do stunts. The lesson is that a strong brand is built not just from a product but also from a story, emotion, and an image that is remembered. Even if your work is in a boring category, you can still make it memorable. Packaging, service, storytelling, customer care, and trust can make it different. Alex Tu's story is an even clearer example of the art of selling. He was a student, he did not have a big product, but he had an unusual and simple idea. He made the $1 million homepage and brought out the concept of selling 1 million pixels like ad space. The idea was very simple, but the novelty was very strong. People did not just buy pixels. They bought a chance to become a part of internet history. This very originality takes selling from ordinary to extraordinary. This story shows that sometimes money is hidden more in the concept than the product. If the idea is simple, shareable, and different, the market gives attention. But remember, every unusual idea is not successful. Along with novelty, timing, visibility, execution, and trust are also needed. Just being different is never enough. The biggest rule in selling is to sell only that which is truly needed or desired. If no one needs it, your hard work will only become noise. Therefore, first look at the problem. What are people troubled by? What are they ready to pay money for? Which work will reduce their time, pain, or risk? When you understand this, selling becomes natural. You do not push, you present a solution. This is ethical selling, and this is what builds long-term reputation. Securing the future and handling emergencies. Now comes the second big rule. Keep some money aside for your old age. Because one day the body will not work as fast as it does today. The youth of today feel retirement is very far away. But time moves quietly. And delaying financial planning often becomes the most expensive delay. In Part 2 we spoke about compounding. That same compounding comes in most use in retirement planning, because time is its biggest partner. If you start early, even a small amount can become a big support in the long run. If you delay, the pressure can increase even after putting in more money. In old age, there are not just expenses for food and rent. There are also expenses for healthcare, medicine, support, travel, home repair, and dignity. You would not always want to depend on the government, children, or relatives. Financial independence means that even in old age, your choices remain with you. Retirement planning does not mean giving up on life. It means that even when active earning is less, basic comfort, respect, and freedom remain intact. Therefore, as soon as income arrives, give a share to your future self too. Just as today's bills are important, the old you of the future is equally important. Many people say that they will start savings when the salary increases. But a habit is built not by an increase in salary, but by taking a decision, and the decision is taken today. If a small saving is not built in low income today, then a big lifestyle can be built in a big income too. The habit forms first, the amount increases later. Options like pension funds, provident funds, NPS, mutual funds, long-term investments or property can be understood for retirement. But do not put money anywhere without understanding. In every option, risk, lock-in, tax and liquidity are different. Therefore, it is necessary to take an informed decision according to your age, goal, family responsibility and risk capacity. Now the third rule is to keep money aside for rainy days. Call it an emergency fund, call it a contingency fund, or call it financial oxygen, its job is the same. An emergency never comes taking an appointment. Job loss, illness, accident, legal issue, recession, repair, family crisis, anything can appear suddenly. If you do not have an emergency fund, even a small crisis can turn into credit card debt or a personal loan. Then the interest eats up your peace and confidence. Many financial experts advise keeping a fund of 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. Some people need more cushion due to dependence or irregular income. This money should not be in a risky investment. The job of an emergency fund is not to earn a return but to be available at the right time, because in a crisis, liquidity is the biggest safety. Keep it in a savings account, a liquid option, or a place where you get immediate access when needed. In an emergency, money should not be locked, otherwise the fund will just remain a number. To build an emergency fund, the beginning can be small. First, make a target of 1 month's expenses, then 3 months, then slowly 6 months. When this fund is built, confidence changes. You do not avoid every problem, but you do not break when a problem comes, and you do not take decisions in a panic. Avoiding pitfalls and knowing enough. Now the fourth rule is, do not spend money before getting it. This is a very necessary warning in today's digital shopping, instant loan and credit culture. Online checkout is so easy that the time to think between desire and payment has completely ended. One click and future income is spent today itself. A credit card is not wrong, but it can be dangerous without discipline. If you spend future salary beforehand, the coming month becomes weak. Future income is not guaranteed. A bonus can be less, a job can be delayed, a client payment can stop, and emergency expenses can increase suddenly. The thing that feels very necessary today might look ordinary after a few days. But its bill will still remain real, and the repayment will keep reminding you. Therefore, take a pause before every purchase. Ask yourself, is this a need, or is it just the pressure of mood, comparison, and temporary excitement? If the answer is not clear, wait for 24 hours. Many impulsive expenses weaken just with a little distance of time, and your saving is saved. Remaining debt-free is also an emotional freedom. When you know that you did not buy the present by selling the future, the night's sleep is more peaceful. Now the fifth rule is the most subtle. Knowing when to stop is also a part of wealth. Because running after more never ends on its own. In part 2 we said that wealth is a consequence. But if the goal itself is unlimited, then even after the consequence, satisfaction will not come, only a new race will begin. Many people forget to live life while earning money. The house becomes big, but the conversation with family becomes small. The bank balance increases, but health starts falling. Therefore, writing the definition of enough is necessary. What is a comfortable life for you? How much money gives security? How much lifestyle is truly meaningful and peaceful? Enough does not mean leaving ambition. It means balancing ambition with humanity, health, relationships, values, and peace. The example of Bill Gates and Warren Buffett's philanthropy reminds us exactly of this. The ultimate use of wealth is not just accumulating, but can also be creating an impact. Initiatives like the Giving Pledge gave public inspiration to many wealthy people to commit a large part of their wealth for philanthropy, so that money comes in use in society. Even if you are not a billionaire, this rule applies to you. If you have more, share money. If you have less, share time and kindness. This is the mature stage of wealth. First learn to earn, then learn to manage, then learn to protect, and then learn to use in the right place. Part 1 told us money is not bad. Part 2 told us money is the consequence of value. Part 3 taught us to see our financial reality and plan. Part 4 now says learn selling, save the future, build an emergency fund, be careful of credit, and recognize enough, otherwise wealth too can become a pressure. If you do all this, money does not just come, it stays too. And only when money stays, the real foundation of wealth becomes strong. But the journey is not over yet. Because after money comes and stays, another challenge begins: how to avoid others' success, jealousy, and comparison. In the next part, the question will become even deeper. If someone else has more money, a bigger house, and a bigger car than you, will your mind be able to remain peaceful?
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible, but in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.